Good morning. Welcome to day 49.
They say every journey begins with a single step, but I believe ours began over 2 years ago when we decided to attempt a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. Through years of preparation and training, we prepared ourselves for an adventure of a lifetime. This is our journey to Katahdin.
Morning.
By the way, may I invite you? My name is Alfred. I'm following you on YouTube.
Oh, nice to
You are
meet
Mama Bear, Little Bear.
you.
I know, yeah.
What was your name?
Alfred, I'm from Austria.
Alfred, nice to
Yeah.
meet you. Thank you for following along.
Yeah.
How's your hike going?
Well, so far nice. I started out on the 4th of April and I'm that far, I'm fine.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
Happy
How was the
trails.
night? Did it rain again? No.
I don't know, because I don't have any signal to tell. I know that
Yeah.
when we left yesterday, it looked like it was rain for a couple of days. But I think yesterday, I'm hearing, was supposed to be the worst of it.
Yeah, probably.
But who knows?
Yeah, probably.
Who knows?
I was at the shelter when you hiked in. I was the guy sleeping behind you.
Oh, well, I hope you had a good rest. We had a really, really nice rest this morning. It was
Oh
great.
yeah, it was absolutely fine, yeah.
Oh, well, good. It was nice to meet you.
So we will probably see again. What's your next stop?
I think we're going to go about 13 miles today or so.
All right, the next shelter, I think.
I think it's right before it at a campsite.
Yeah, I think about this too. Maybe we'll.
Yeah.
I make it a little dependent from the weather. If the weather is fine, I will go to the shelter.
Yeah.
Well, we will see.
Okay, nice to
Wish
meet
you
you.
a nice hike.
Yes, you too.
Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Ciao,
Bye.
bye.
Better cheese. Are you hungry? You had two what? I had one of those and a bar, like the PB&J, or not bar, PB&J, PB. It's pretty good. Yeah. Kind of dry, but
I like those the sticks, the peanut butter and jelly sticks.
I think I have one left at the moment.
Yeah, so I have goldfish today. I have some good food.
I have both, but they're not. The good thing about those, they're not heavy.
I like your bag. That one happens to me too.
All right, thank you for a lovely camp. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to camp. Good choice you picked. All right, now we're off for hopefully a little bit of a drier day, but if not, we're just gonna keep walking. So one thing people don't talk about a lot, besides, you know, the fun of walking in the rain, which again for us isn't terrible because we have the umbrellas, but is nothing dries out. So this morning we put on a wet shirt. I put on wet pants because I made a goof yesterday and didn't realize that my umbrella wasn't angled properly, basically in the back. And so just a little tiny drip for, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours, dripped down the back of my pack and down my backside. So the back of my shorts was completely soaked. So yeah, wearing wet shorts today, a wet shirt, and I chose to put on the wet socks that I have from yesterday because although I do have another pair as a spare, and I think Little Bear put on her spares today.
Yeah, I put my new ones.
Oh, you put on your new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I chose just to go with the wet pair because in case we have another wet day today, I'll have a wet or dry pair for tomorrow. But I don't know. It doesn't really make sense one way or the other. You put on wet clothes and it's so damp out here that even when you sweat, sorry, going up a climb. Even though when you sweat and it's not raining and you try to dry your clothes out overnight, they just don't dry. Nothing you can do. Doesn't matter where you hang them, inside your tent, outside your tent, the humidity and the moisture in the air is just so dry. So you're kind of always damp, whether from sweat, rain, what have you. Just kind of get used to it. But this is part of the trail. And this is a part of where you get comfortable being uncomfortable. It just is what it is. And I normally hate that saying, but you kind of just have to surrender to aspects of being on trail for days on end that you're just going to be uncomfortable sometimes. But the more comfortable you get, and you just go with the flow and recognize this is just a part of it, kind of just becomes a thing. It does feel good though, whenever you get to a hostel, to be able to dry out your stuff. And I know today I'm gonna try, maybe on our breakfast or lunch break, second breakfast or lunch break, I'm gonna try to dry out this rain fly because it is so saturated. I tried a little bit this morning, but it's still pretty wet. What'd you say?
You can see the sky. It's no clouds today.
Oh yeah, she's right. There's some blue up there. Well, that'll be nice. Hopefully I'll get a little bit of sun so I can lay out this rain fly and take some of this weight off my back because the water is heavy. But we're just carrying on one way or the other. We'll see you up trail.
Hi.
So we found this bench. It's hard to see.
There's a bench.
There's a bench and here's our view. Look at this.
It's way better on camera. I mean, off camera.
Yeah, I know. It's the camera never really captures it. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Because it just never does it justice.
No justice.
Look at the clouds that are moving over. This is an awesome little rest stop.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Springer Mountain, 407 miles away.
Not quite sure if that's fully accurate, but I'll take it.
I think it probably is. How far we've come, little one. That's very exciting. This is a nice little place too to camp. This section of the trail definitely has plenty of water. Oh, that mud. Yeah, this would have been a good tent site too. I think this whole section just has really pretty kind of private little campsites all over. These rocks and roots are extra slick today.
Yeah.
You can tell we got a lot of rain. And it's funny, the ones that you're like, oh, that doesn't look very slippy, is the most treacherous to walk on. There's another waterfall. Hardcore Cascades. Yeah. Wow, that's really pretty. This waterfall, we actually have to cross a small base. Very careful, okay? Because we know it's slippy.
Huh?
You feel safe?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. Lunch break. And hopefully able to dry out a little bit the rainfly so that I can stuff it back in my pack. Guys, let me tell you, this extra weight today on the back part of my pack, I'm really feeling it in my shoulders. So hopefully it'll dry out enough for me to put it back inside my pack and keep it dry in case we get any more rain today.
Derp. Bye.
Bye. Little Bear's new technique.
It got on my legs.
Oh, that's a cute campsite. Nice little fire ring with seating. It looks like there's water too. It's a blue blaze. Nice. I feel like there's so many great places to camp in this stretch. Yeah. Beautiful blue skies. We've had sporadic bouts of rain today for about, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes a piece. But otherwise, I think it's going to be clear until about 6 o'clock. And that's when it's going to, supposed to thunderstorm and be a little bit more heavier rains. But we'll be well into camp before then, so should work out just fine. Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? Which is a nice little camp spot. This is perfect. And there's even a little fire ring here if we wanted to make a fire. So I think if the weather report is right, it should start storming here in about 30 minutes to an hour. But who knows? Look at this beautiful sun. It's gonna set soon. Dinner time.
Ramen. Also, you guys should try. Eat some of that comes It's good.
Okay. I don't know about all that. I'll take mine cooked, please. Well, another day down.
Yay.
How'd you feel today?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. How about you?
I felt really good today. Yeah. Pretty tired right now, though.
You just took your own time.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. So, let's just jump right into it. What's your highlight of the day?
Hardcore something falls.
Waterfall? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
the waterfall.
pretty.
That was I think that was my favorite part of today. It was so tall, it was so pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And it was right on trail, so you didn't have to like do a blue blaze or anything.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a highlight for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's probably my highlight as well. Yeah. I mean, it was just kind of a sort of a normal day.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of cool views. We didn't get poured on. It rained a few times for about 15-20 minutes or so, but not too bad, and it was really no big deal. And so far, the thunderstorms that were predicted to come at 6 o'clock tonight have not arrived yet, because it's about, look at that, can you pull that on? Almost 8 o'clock. Oh gosh, it's way past our bedtime. What about your character builder for today? I already know mine.
Yeah, I know yours.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Mine was a humidity.
Oh, yeah. It got pretty hot.
It was 93% humidity. I think the high was like 74 at one point that I looked. I didn't look midday when it was actually probably the hottest, but
it was pretty
it was pretty hot. Yeah. And I'm noticing that it just, as
per expected, kind of zaps my energy. So I think I said the other day that I think we're going to have to start getting up earlier and hiking earlier.
Yeah.
And then she's backwards.
Wrong way. I would have funny if I did the right way.
I know. And then taking midday breaks. We did take about an hour lunch today, though, right about 12:30 when it was really, really getting hot. And that was nice. That was very nice just to kind of relax and cool off in the shade for a little while.
And she got to dry out her rain fly.
Yes, and we got to dry out the rain fly. Yeah, that was awesome. That was really, really nice. Because I'll tell you, I really could feel the extra weight on the back of the netting where I had to put the rain fly today after it was completely saturated from yesterday's rain. But yeah, I don't know. We might have to do that again in the morning, depending on if it rains tonight. But no worries. We'll do what we need to do.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have anything else, and I'm ready to go to sleep. So I didn't really have a whole lot to begin with. But I'm ready to go to the night-night.
Oh, yeah, so we went from an unnamed campsite to another unnamed campsite in about 12.5 miles.
Yep, 12.5 mile day.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, very
Proud
good.
of you. All right, well, we will see you guys tomorrow. To my love, to my other children, Logan, Jaden, Ava, to the real Ellie, Salem, Phoenix, Kira. I love you guys. We miss you so much. We haven't had much cell signal for the past 2 days, so we really haven't been able to talk a whole lot. And we miss you. We love you. We think about you constantly when we're out here. We have lots of giggles when we think about things sometimes. But we love you, and we should be able to talk to you tomorrow once we get closer into town for a resupply.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Good night.